Is your franchise doing enough to make sure people are taking notice? It may be the franchise you're in right now or the franchise that you're actually thinking of investing in. You see, we got invited down here to Rosehill Racecourse in Sydney to the Hot Rod Custom and Auto Expo show by Snap-on Tools to do some filming for them. And it occurred to me while I was here, are enough brands out and about really pushing out into the marketplace to make sure that people are taking notice? In an increasingly digital world, there's a whole bunch of underutilized strategy as so many brands, not just in the franchise space, really push all of their marketing spend into things like digital marketing only and predominantly, and in some ways I think it can make them a little lazy. What you want to see is a franchise business to be part of that is relentless in its desire to get out there and market itself and to engage with its community and with its target audience. This is as opposed to just sitting in there putting a whole bunch of money into Facebook, Instagram or other digital marketing strategies alone and sitting there waiting for everyone to come into them. I'm talking about brands that are actually getting out into the public, engaging, getting face to face with people, and that I think is never more important than a post-COVID world. All right, so here are a few ideas that I just came off the top of my head after being inspired from what I've been at today in how your brand that you can look at as a bit of a checklist to make sure that your brand is being proactive and engaging with the marketplace. First one, exhibitions, shows, events, all that type of stuff. Snap-on is here today at this custom Hot Rod and Auto Expo, and there's there's thousands of people walking through this place at Rosehill Gardens Racecourse. I don't think I have seen another franchise food truck or food brand or whatever it is trying to engage with their community and getting out and about. I think it's a really missed opportunity for brands to really get really good market presence and profile and get out there into the community again. And number two, store opening events. I cannot believe that very few franchise companies are making a big deal of opening new locations and making big events and making them really wow events. Really, the leader in the marketplace right now is Guzman y Gomez, who are out there. Pretty much every store opening you see has got drones flying around, is giving away hundreds of burritos and all that type of thing. You don't need to do it on that level, but franchise brands who you can see are proactive, energetic and relentless in the way that they market their business, you can see it in the way they get excited and the way that they push it out into the marketplace when they open new locations, which should be an event in itself. And then a third signal that can give you an indication that a brand is really quite relentless and pushing pretty hard in its marketing and being creative in the marketplace and proactive is through franchising expos. And yes, I hear you say franchising expos are for selling franchises, and broadly this is true. But what you should also want is you should want the franchise brand you're investing in to be growing and growing its marketplace and its brand presence, because that gives you more brand power when you're part of that business and trying to grow a profit from that business. I've also seen really good franchises using franchising expos to sample product and get product out into the local area and give discount cards and coupons for you to then spread out through that city to then provide custom to franchise businesses of their own within that city. And the fourth signal to tell you if a brand's proactive and really strong in its marketing and engaging in the community is really a multi-channel type of point, I would guess, is that are you seeing the brands do things in like text messaging, email marketing, newsletters, if you've got on their database, letterbox drops even. Yes, that's right, I said it, letterbox drops. It is still a thing and should be a thing, especially for those foodies. I'd reckon getting in your local area and engaging. If you're not seeing brands that you're potentially interested in investing in doing any of that sort of marketing once they have your details in your local area, you've got to wonder, is that a great business to be part of if they're not really pushing out there and promoting themselves within your local area from even a consumer perspective? Okay, however, in saying all that, don't get me wrong, I don't think franchise brands are an endless pool of money to spend on anything you want. What I'd suggest is look for brands, and this is as a checklist in some ways, to just get a bit of an idea and some signals from brands that are willing to be proactive in their marketplace to engage with their audience and use both offline and online strategies in order to engage with their audience. Catch you in the next video.